Welcome back to our second video of our pumpkin lesson. We're going to be creating our jack-o'-lantern faces. We mixed our yellow and our red together of our paint, and we painted in our pumpkin that we drew. Now we're going to create the jack-o'-lantern face. So these are the materials you're going to need. If you don't have these, I want you to press the pause button, go get these materials and come back. You need your scissors. So these are Zach's. I'm going to give them to Zach. You need either liquid white glue or a glue stick. If you have the liquid white glue, I would prefer you use that because that can glue down better to paint, and our pumpkin has already been painted. So if you have the liquid glue, grab that. If you don't, then grab the glue stick. You need a pencil, an eraser, and then you need the following pieces of construction paper from your art supplies. You need the small green square that you got, the smaller black piece of paper that you got, white piece of construction paper, your large black piece of construction paper. Here, I'll lift it up, the large one. And then you need your pumpkin that you have drawn and painted in. So go grab those things. Come on back, press play, and I'm going to show you what we're going to make. Did you want to read those?
Yep.
Okay. Zach is going to be reading for us what we want to keep in mind whenever we're doing our art lessons. Are you ready, Zach?
Yep.
Okay. Number 1.
Number 1, always try your best. Number 2, if you get frustrated, take a deep breath, count to 10, take a deep breath and try again.
Thank you.
Number 3, everyone's art will turn out differently. Your artwork is uniquely yours. Number 4, art is not perfect.
Thank you, Zach. Are you ready to have a good time?
Yep.
Me too.
Well, hold on. This reminds me. My sister Sarah made up a rule to always have fun.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun doing this art lesson. All right, let's get started. Grab your scissors. This is the first thing we're going to do. Grab our scissors, and we're going to grab our painted in pumpkin, and you're going to start cutting your painted in pumpkin on the inside of your pencil line. So Zach, make sure that when you're cutting your pencil line off. Are you cutting your pencil line off?
Yep. Well, it doesn't matter if you don't.
Well,
like if there's a little bit.
Well, we're
like
trying.
A mistake.
It's okay if we make mistakes, but we're going to really try to cut the pencil line off of our pumpkin. So if you see here, my pencil line is on the part of my paper that I'm cutting off. So cut inside of where your pencil line is. We're just going to try to not see any pencil line, if that's possible. All right, so we're cutting. Everyone's cutting at their own pace. It's not a race. We're trying our best, and we're using our cutting skills. It can be challenging to cut paper that has paint on it. So try your best and cut inside the line. And so you're cutting off the pencil line. All right, so I've cut my pumpkin out. Everyone's going their own pace, and I've cut my pencil line. See, if you see here, there's my pencil line. It's on the outside, and these are my scraps now. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and later I'll throw all my scraps away. Okay, so I have my pumpkin and it's fully cut out. I'm waiting for Zach. He's taking his time because it's not a race, right? And if there's anything that needs to be cut off that's extra, like if you were cutting and then you need to cut off some, I'll show him what you're doing. So Zach was cutting his pumpkin here, and then some of it was sticking out, so we had to cut more of it off. So that's fine. And then we're going to...
These are great orange.
That is a great orange. Okay, so Zach's done.
Kind of looks like a pumpkin.
Cutting. If you're not done, I want you to press the pause on the video. This is not a race. We are all going at our own pace, okay? So if you've pressed play, you're back with me and you've cut out your entire pumpkin. And I want you to grab your black piece of paper and I want you to put your black piece of paper under your pumpkin. So I'm actually going to move this so you can see what I'm talking about. So put your black paper underneath your pumpkin.
We're doing the stem already?
We're just placing it on top.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's going to rest on top of our black paper for now. And we're not going to glue. No one's gluing. We're not gluing. We are going to start by doing the stem. So I want you to grab your green piece of construction paper that looks like this, and this is going to be your stem. So you can decide. Here's an example. This was how Sarah's turned out. Here's an example. So your stem could be long and rectangular. It could be short and square. It could even do something like this, where it curves to the side. So you decide how you're going to do your stem. I want you to get your green paper, put your pumpkin to the side, and I want you to draw on your green paper the type of stem that you want. So I think I'm going to do my stem like that. That's going to be my stem. And now you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut your stem out. So Zach actually decided he's drawn two stems. I think he's going to pick which one he's going to cut out. What are you going to do, Zach? You're going to cut that one out? Now remember, after we cut it out,
we're going to flip it over so there's no lines.
We're going to flip it over to glue it so you don't see the pencil lines. So cut out your stem. I did a square this time. Whoops. I did more of a square. Sarah did a rectangle. My other sample showed you one that turned a little bit.
That's a great square.
Thank you, Zach. That's a nice compliment. So that's going to be my stem. So here's my stem. I'm just going to put it on top of my pumpkin for now. It's just going to rest there. We're not gluing anything. And we're done with our green, so put our green to the side. And the next thing we're going to do is grab our black because we're going to create the mouth of our jack-o'-lantern. So Zach has his stem. He's cut his out. And he's going to put his paper, his green paper, off to the side. And he's going to leave his stem there. And now he's going to grab his black piece of construction paper. And now we're going to do the mouth. So everyone has their black piece of construction paper.
We're actually really close to being done. all we need is to do the mouth and then the teeth and then the eyes and the nose and then we're done.
Yeah, then we're done designing. So everyone grab your black construction paper and I want you to follow along with me. We're not drawing. Put it on top of your pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
And I want you to fold the paper over to where your mouth would be. So this is what I'm doing. See, my folded it over. This is what I'm talking about. Here's my mouth here. That's the size of my big black mouth. I want you to fold yours over to the area where your mouth is going to be, because we need this black paper also for our nose and our eyes. So we can't use all of it right now. So take your paper. Did you fold your paper? Can I show them how you folded your paper? Put it on your pumpkin. Okay, so Zach has his and it's folded. Now he's going to open it and he's going to cut right where he folded it. So he's going to cut right where he folded it. And that other piece, the smaller piece, this piece that cut off, I'm going to put it off to the side with my white paper. So now I have my black smaller paper that I just cut and my white paper left. So now you have your mouth area. So Zach is cutting. You have your mouth area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and put it down on top. Put your mouth area down on top of your jack-o'-lantern. Which one's going to be your mouth?
I think this.
Okay, put that down and then put the other black paper with your white paper.
Yeah, because this one is a little bit like big.
Okay. Where's your white paper? Awesome. So he put it over with his white paper. Now, you ready to do the jack-o'-lantern's mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it. All right. So I want you to take your pencil now. And I want you to decide. Here, I'm going to show you some examples. So this one looks a little bit like an oval. This mouth looks more like a triangle. Okay. Let's see this one.
I would call
Here's another
the
mouth.
last one that we showed you.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
I would call that one a smile.
Like a smile?
Face.
Okay. So go ahead and draw yours how you want your mouth to look. Okay?
Wait, you're doing an oval?
I kind of made mine go down and then a little straighter on top.
Oh.
But you do it however you want to do it. And you can use your eraser if you need to fix anything while you're drawing. Use your eraser. And once you have your mouth drawn, do it nice and big. I'm going to show them yours, Zach. May I show them yours?
It's hard
So-
to see though.
It's hard to see, but this one, Zach, see how he did his super big? I want you to do yours big because we are going to use the white to put teeth inside. So if you did not do yours big, I want you to...
I want to see if teeth could fit in this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think teeth can fit. If you did your mouth too small, I want you to erase it and I want you to do it bigger. I want you to try it again. We want a really big mouth.
Should we cut it now?
Now we're cutting it. Yes. So cut. Take your time. This is not a race. Everyone cuts at their own pace. I'm going to cut on the outside of my line. So take your time. Follow your pencil line. I'm cutting outside of my pencil line so that when I'm done, I'll be able to see my pencil line, and that's fine. I'm taking my time. Zach is taking his time. We're both going at our own pace. We're trying our best. And we're having a good time doing it. So here is my mouth. And I cut out side of my pencil so you actually see my pencil. All right. So Zach, go ahead and put your mouth down. Beautiful. Now I want you to flip. So you see how you see my pencil line? I want you to flip it over.
I kind of don't see my pencil behind, but okay.
Now flip it over so you don't see any pencil line. So here's mine.
I forgot to turn my stem over.
You are turning your stem over so you can't see pencil lines. Okay, so Zach has his mouth. We are ready to do our teeth. You ready, Zach?
Yep.
Grab your white paper. Okay. And I want you to do some triangles for teeth. But watch me first before you start. Everyone watch me. No one's going yet. I want you to do triangles starting way over on the top and all the way to the side because we're not going to waste our paper because we need to use this for our eyes also. So watch me. No one's going yet. I'm going to make a big triangle for a tooth.
That is big.
That's a big triangle. So I'm going to do a couple triangles, big triangles for teeth. And I think I'll do 3 teeth on the top. 1, 2, and then another big triangle, number 3. And that's going to be my top. And then I think I'll do 3 triangles for the bottom. So 1, that's 1 triangle for the bottom. 2, how many are you doing, Zach?
3 on the top, 3 on the bottom.
You did 3, okay, so don't cut yet. I did 1, 2, 3 triangles for the top. 1, 2, 3 triangles for the bottom. And look, I have all this room for my eyes, right? So I want you to take your scissors and I want you to start cutting out your triangles. And it doesn't matter if the pencil line shows. Why doesn't it matter, Zach?
Because we're going to flip it over.
You're going to flip it over. If your triangles are teeny, teeny, tiny, you need to make them so they're big enough to be able to cut out. So you might need to erase and do that again. So here's my triangle right here, and I see pencil lines, so what do I need to do, Zach?
Flip it over like I just did.
Flip it over. Okay, so Zach cut out one. Zach cut out 1 tooth. He's cutting out another. If you are not with us, I want you to pause the video, and I want you to work at your own pace because it's not a race. And once you're with us, then you press the play button again. So we are going to work on cutting out our teeth. We're trying our best and we're going our own pace. It doesn't matter if you finish first or if you finish last. What matters is that you try your best and you're having a good time doing it. It also matters that we're following directions. So I'm cutting out my next tooth. And if we're following directions and we're being careful, then we'll make sure that we have enough white paper for our eyes. So we're not doing all of our teeth on this paper. We're going to have this for our eyes too. Oh man, Zach, I only think I can fit 2 teeth on the bottom. I think I'm going to stop there. I don't think I can fit that 3rd triangle on the bottom. So I'm going to stop. Okay?
You could erase it if you want to put an eye right there.
I could erase it. So I'm going to leave my white paper that I have left. I'm going to put it off to the side with my black paper. And I'm going to leave it so that I can finish doing the rest of my jack-o'-lantern face. So we're doing the teeth right now. And then we'll do the eyes next for the white, the rest of the white. So go ahead and position your teeth the way you want them to be. Make sure that it's flipped over and you don't see any pencil lines. And we are not gluing yet. It's not time to glue yet. We're just setting up our jack-o'-lantern. So if you see mine, I haven't glued. Zach is cutting out his next tooth. It looks like tooth number 5. He's taking his time. He's going at his own pace. And he flipped it over so he can't see any pencil lines. And now he's cutting out his last tooth. So he's doing 3 teeth on the top, 3 teeth on the bottom. I'm doing 3 teeth on the top, 2 on the bottom. I'm going to show you what Sarah, his sister, did. She did 2 teeth on the top, 3 teeth on the bottom. You decide, okay? So, and if you look at this example here,
I should actually do 2 on the bottom because it fits between these cracks.
Okay, you can do that. This one has 3 teeth on the top and the bottom. This one has 3 teeth on the top and the bottom. Zach has decided he's going down to 2 teeth on the bottom. Or maybe not. Yeah, whatever you decide. You decide.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so I'm going to show him where you are. Let's position yours. It's all ready to go. You ready for the eyes, Zach?
Yep.
Okay, grab your white. We were just working with our white. And we are gonna do 2 really big circles.
Wait, like this?
Big like that. Yep, 2 really big circles for our eyes.
Don't worry if you mess up, you could try again.
If you messed
Well,
up,
even with, if you run out, you could use your paper that you cut out on your pumpkin.
Zach had a great idea. If you ran out of white paper doing your teeth, you can use some of the white that you just cut your pumpkin out of, right? You can use this, okay? So you have other resources you can use. Let me show him your circles, Zach. Can I show him your circles? Can you show him? So Zach has his 2 circles, and he's gonna start cutting. I'm gonna start cutting. I made them nice and big because we're gonna put black inside these white circles. Everybody's working at their own pace. You don't have to cut the pencil off. You can leave the pencil on and just flip it over. It's up to you. Okay, Zach has one of his circles cut out. Now he's gonna cut his second circle. I'm gonna cut my second circle.
Well, on the bottom, it's kind of like a straight line, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't need to be a perfectly rounded circle. It can be a little jaggedy or pointy in some areas. Jack-o'-lanterns have a bunch of different ways that people carve out their eyes. So, those are my eyes. I'm going to show you Zach's.
Yeah, I messed up on the second eye.
Oh, are you going to do another circle then?
Because I have to draw.
Okay, so Zach said, oh, I messed up cutting my second circle. So he redrew it and he's going to try it again. So that's where Zach is. And the very last thing we're going to do is we're going to use our black paper. We're going to do the inside of the eyes and we're going to do the nose. All right, Zach.
No, I don't think this is big enough.
It's not big enough? Okay, so you have just a little bit left, so do a really big circle, really, really big.
Like that?
And then Zach, when you're cutting it, cut outside the line. Try cutting outside the line. Like I did here. See, look, Zach. See how I cut outside? Yeah, there you go. And that can make it be a little bit bigger. All right, so now that we have the whites of our eyes, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the inside of our eyes black. You got yours down? Okay, flip it over so you don't see the pencil. And now it's time to use our black paper. But guess what? We need this black paper for our eyes and our nose. So,
wait, that's our only thing we need to do until we glue and then we're done?
Yeah, that's right. This is the last thing we need to do, is our black. So,
and then
start over at the corner and do a circle for the inside and another circle for the inside.
Well, it might be pretty
Don't
tiny,
do them
but
too
it's fine.
small. Don't do them too small. Do them big enough so you can cut them out.
Like this.
Yeah, you got to do them big enough to cut them out. So I'm going to cut out my black circles for the inside of my eyes, and I'm going to cut outside my pencil mark. Cut on the outside of your pencil mark, Zach, and then that way they won't be too small. And then I'm going to turn it over so you don't see my pencil line and put it in the eye, the white of the eye. So Zach's working on his circles for the inside, his black circles. I'm working on them. You're working on them. You're doing your best and you're going at your pace.
Oh, did you ever say if you need to pause the video?
Yep, I've been saying that. You can pause the video until you are with us. Beautiful. That's a beautiful inside of your eye. And you have one more inside of your eye to do. And then we're going to move on to our nose. That's going to finish off the lesson. We're going to do a triangle nose.
Wait, are we gluing this lesson?
We're going to glue, yep. Or maybe you want to do a square nose. Or maybe you want to do a rectangle nose. What shape of a nose do you want to do, Zach?
I like square noses.
Do you want to do a square nose?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
I'll do a square nose with you. So.
Wait, no, I meant triangle.
Oh, you want to do
I
a
like
triangle?
triangle.
Okay. All right. So grab the rest. Grab the black and do a
For me,
big.
triangle. I like triangle.
You're gonna do
the
triangle?
best.
Okay, I'll do triangle with you. So you have a big nose to create. So do a big, either a triangle or a rectangle or a square or a circle, maybe one of those 4 shapes or geometric shapes. So cut it out.
A circle would be cool.
You can do a circle. Let's do one of those geometric shapes. A triangle, a circle, a square, or a rectangle.
If you want your pumpkin to look more like a clown, you could add a circle nose.
That's true.
Yeah, if you want your pumpkin like looking like a clown.
Like a clown.
Like you put a circle nose and all the funny stuff on him.
Okay. Are you ready to glue? Let's get gluing.
Yep.
Okay, so grab your glue bottle or your glue stick, but if you have a glue bottle, I would prefer you use the liquid glue. So go ahead and grab yours, Zach. And I want you to follow along with me in order to glue our pieces down in the order that I want you to glue them down. Because the order that we're going to go in will make it so that we can keep.
I know what's first. Stem.
No.
No, eyes.
We're gonna
Inside of eyes.
We're gonna start with the top layer. Look, before you start, Zach, we have 3 layers in our eyes: the inside, the outside, and then it goes onto our pumpkin. So we're gonna do the top layer of our eyes. So a little bit of glue goes a long way. So I only want you to do a tiny, tiny dot of glue. A tiny, 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 tiny. And you're gluing it on the inside where you see.
I think I need to spin this more because it's not coming out.
It's not coming out. Just a tiny bit. There. There you go. And you're gluing it on the side where you see pencil marks. And you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna put it on the white of your eye.
Dang it.
That's okay. Go ahead and glue that down.
Most of the glue got off.
Some of it got off. That's okay. All
Well,
right.
some of it, not most of it.
Now take your other black of your eye and flip that over to where, oh, I just did that. And flip that over to where you see the pencil marks and put a tiny, tiny dot because a little bit of glue goes a long, long way. The tiniest bit of a dot there. And we're going to stop there with our eyes. And
Go to the nose.
No, we don't have a layer on our nose.
Oh, yeah, we go to the outside of our
No, we're not doing the outside of our eyes yet.
Sam?
We're going to do the top layer of the whole piece. So we just did the inside of our eyes. Now we're going to do the teeth because that's the top layer of our mouth. Now flip over your teeth to where you see the pencil line and put a tiny little bit of glue right in the middle. Tiny little bit of glue in the middle. Flip it over and put it inside your mouth exactly where you want it. You decide. And then flip over the next tooth and put a little bit of glue right in the middle.
A little bit of glue goes a long.
A little bit of glue goes a long way. That is right. Okay, so flip that over. And you just glue down all the teeth you have. You might have 4 teeth. You might have 5 teeth. Maybe 6 teeth. And you just do each tooth one by one until you have all your teeth glued down. You're gluing on the side where you see a pencil mark. That's where the glue goes. And then you put it down onto the black of your mouth. So I've glued 1, 2, 3 teeth down. I'm gonna glue 2 more teeth. So I got 1 tooth here on the bottom. And then I have my second tooth on the bottom. How many teeth have you glued down, Zach? Couple?
Yeah.
Yeah, couple.
3.
3? Awesome. Whoops. So Zach is gluing his all down. Awesome.
I think I need to add more glue right here.
There you go. Awesome. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's gluing his 5th tooth down. And a little bit of glue goes a long way because if you do too much glue, then it squirts everywhere, all over.
I think this will squirt because it's on the very side. I hope not.
That's okay. If it squirts out, that's okay. That's not a big deal. If you have a tissue paper, you can use a tissue paper to get the glue off of where it's squeezing out. All right. So now it's time.
Where is my
Oh, he's doing his 6th tooth now. So everyone's working at their own pace. Everyone's gluing. Zach's doing his 6th and last tooth. You're doing as many teeth as you made and can fit in your mouth.
Now are we going to do the mouth?
Yes. So let's flip your mouth over. Carefully, because it might be a little glue.
I was going to say eyes, but then I thought of the mouth. So
and watch me first, Zach. Can you watch me first?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go like this around.
And then you could put a little dot in the
middle. And a dot in the middle. Okay, we could do that. So I want you to go around, but not too close to the outside. And then just a tiny little bit of glue and follow it all the way around. Good. Keep going, Zach. And down. Good. There we go. And there he is. He put a little dot in the middle. And go ahead and position it right where you would like on yours, on your jack-o'-lantern face. Turn it over. Okay, he has his down. I'm going to turn mine over. And now we're going to go.
Remember, art is not perfect.
It is not perfect. We are just, did I say perfect? Did I say the word perfect?
Yeah, you said art is not perfect.
No, I know, but did I just say, oh, perfect? Because sometimes I catch myself saying that because that word just sometimes comes out. I try really hard not to say the word perfect, especially when I'm doing art. All right, so now we're on to our nose.
But it's fine if you say art is not perfect.
Right, because it isn't perfect. All right, so grab your nose, flip it over to where the pencil mark is, and put just a tiny bit of little glue in the middle. And put your nose where you'd like it to go on your jack-o'-lantern face. And then turn one eye over. Put a little bit of glue right in the middle, just a little bit. And flip that over and put it where you'd like it to go. Turn the other eye over and put a little bit of glue in the middle. Flip it over and put that down. So now we have our whole jack-o'-lantern face done, right?
Okay, now let's flip the stem over and glue it on.
No, not yet, not the stem yet. We're actually gonna put the stem off to the side, off like this.
Oh, the body.
And we're gonna do the body.
I thought we were doing the stem first.
We're gonna do the body. Hold on.
Remember, go around it and then put a dot in the middle.
All right, so flip your jack-o'-lantern.
Well, unless you want to go like a big dot in the middle.
Well, I'd like you to trace along the outside, but not very close to the edge. Just along the outside, and then you could put a little dot in the middle if you want. There we go, and then that's good, Zach. That's a lot. That's going to be a lot of glue if you keep going. He's doing a little dot in the middle. There you go. All right, now he's going to turn it over, and he's going to put it, before you do it, Zach, watch me. Before you do it, I'm going to put it so I have a little bit of space down below, and I have space up high for our stem. So a little bit of space down low, and enough space up high for our stem. Awesome, that's turning out so beautiful. Now you can grab your stem. And you can do, you have a choice to make, Zach. You can either glue your stem so it's on top of your pumpkin, or you can glue it so the stem tucks underneath it. So what would you like to do?
like that.
Okay. We're gonna let that dry. You know what? Actually, let me go get a tissue. So Zach is gonna need a little bit of a tissue to clean up some of his glue that's spilled out, and that's okay. If you need a tissue, then grab a tissue and just kind of.
I think I need it on my hands too.
Yeah. We're gonna all need to wash our hands after this lesson, right?
Yep. But then I could go play at the park.
That sounds great.
Since it's only like 3-something, right?
Yeah. Okay. So Zach, what do you decide? Do you want to put your stem? Do you want to have your stem lying on top of your jack-o'-lantern, or do you want to tuck it?
It's not going to fit if it's like it's going to barely fit. If it's going, well, I'm not going to put it on right here. I decided it on in. Like,
you're gonna tuck it in?
Tuck it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Zach's decided he's gonna tuck his in under. You can put yours on top like this, or you can tuck it behind. So you put a little bit of glue on the back where you see the pencil line. Just a little bit of glue, not a lot. And then you can either put it on top, or you can stick it behind. Like that. And you can slide it in. You decide. Awesome. So we are finished with our project here. Our jack-o'-lantern is complete. So
is that the end of the video?
Almost. I'll tell you what we need to do. The very last thing we need to do. So I'm going to show you Zach's. He's all done. Good job, buddy. And I'm all done. And the very last thing we need to do is we need to grab our pencil. We need to turn it over gently. And if yours is if yours is too wet to do this, then you can wait until it's all dry. But when it's all dry, I want you to write your name on the back with a pencil. So Zach's writing his name on the back. If yours is too wet with the glue, then wait for it to dry, but don't forget to write your name. Okay? So we're all finished, Zach. Beautiful job. The last thing you need to do is you need to make sure you clean up your workstation. That means you put away all your supplies. And if you need to grab a wet towel to wipe off the surface area where you were working because the glue got on it, then do that. Put everything away. Then you're going to take your finished art project and you're going to put it in a place that's very safe, that can dry, so a place where siblings and pets can't get to, so that it can be safe. And then when you turn in your next when the next turn-in date for art lessons, you're gonna paper clip your jack-o'-lantern project in with your other finished art projects, and you're gonna return it back to school so that Maestra can see it, and I can't wait to see them. So good job, you guys. Hope you had a good time, and we will see you for our next lesson. You want to say bye?
Bye.